Oh, hey there. Is this the place for the job interview?
Yes, I'm Jan Hargrave. How are you doing?
I'm Derek Shore. Nice
to meet you,
Good
Derek.
to see you.
Yes.
How's your day going?
My day is going good. How's your day going good?
You know, it's been better.
It's been better. Are you in a hurry or something?
Well, I'm a bit of a complainer, but that's a story for
Well, let's
another day.
talk about something about your interviewing skills to begin with. Would you like some pointers to make yourself a little bit better?
Sure.
Yes, I will.
Yes. First of all, your handshake was not that great. Kind of limp, not good eye contact. And I think the second thing that we have to work on is this. You have to always allow the interviewer to tell you where to sit. Because think about this. The interviewer is the one who wants to control the whole situation. They want you to like them, but first of all, you have to adhere to to follow more of the rules.
Wait, so straight out of the gate, I'm already doing
Straight out of the gate,
well, you know
maybe 3 things wrong.
This is a dual job interview because my co-host is also applying for a job.
Oh, she is?
I couldn't find her, though. I don't know where she is.
Does she not worry about timeliness?
Well, apparently not.
I'm here. Oh,
Big error. Big error. Yeah.
not quite ready.
Okay, maybe
You're
we
a
should get a few
disaster.
things
I'm not
straight.
even the expert, but I know you're
I'm ready.
Are you really interested in having this job?
Absolutely.
Okay, maybe we need to talk about a few
Take
things.
notes.
What is your name?
My name's Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
What's your name?
My name is Jan Hargrave. It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, Jennifer did a good handshake, but of course she did several things wrong. She came in a little bit tardy. She took a pencil off of my desk because, you know, this is the interviewer's
I have to take notes.
territory.
She actually threw her purse down right on your desk, too.
Think about it
Rude.
this way. You know, when you walk into someone's office and their desk, that is their space. It's like at home. Don't you have a favorite chair? And if someone comes to your home and they sit in your chair, it makes you a little bit uneasy. When you invade someone else's space, especially when it's their territory, it makes them feel uncomfortable and feel uneasy. So maybe you should take your purse off of the desk now.
Okay.
I mean, just think about it.
I'll put the phone back in there, too.
Unless they are inviting you to maybe place something on the desk, such as a resume. One thing that I think we also need to make sure that everyone knows is that when you come for an interview, it's always better to come very prepared with your material handy. Our research says that when a lady gets there, it takes her about 22 motions to get ready to hand that interviewer her resume. A man simply takes about 11. But ladies seem to want to dig in their purse, get a ballpoint out. All this fumbling makes it look like you're nervous and that you're uneasy for the interview.
Should you have it out and ready to go, though?
Almost. I mean, maybe in a nice briefcase that you can just slip it out, and if you have a pen, have that pen ready. It takes less than 4 minutes to make a good first impression. So you have to think about that.
I'm kind of thinking, so like, I feel like I'm blocked from you. So would it be okay if I sit in a seat and then realize I can't see you, to maybe shift around?
I would say you certainly should. And think about it this way. A desk is always a barrier. So sometimes executives who interview you, to get a better feel of you, they may start off at a desk so that they can see your behavior there, because they're trying to see how well you can sell yourself to that company. And then perhaps if they feel more comfortable with you, they may have a circular table, they'll bring you there, and then there's no barrier. But this is more like teacher, student, I'm the boss, and you're the person who does not have the authority here. Plus, think of the sizes of your chairs. The higher that someone is seated in a room, the more authoritative they appear. So a lot of times executives, when they're coming, you know, to have you interview you, they'll be in a chair that's a little bit
It's a
more
little higher.
lifted.
What about like I'm sitting up straight, I'm away
Right.
from the back of the chair versus just kind of.
Slouch down.
Oh, yeah. No, you never want to be too slouched and never want to do this, Derek.
What
never.
does this mean?
It's really closed and negative. It's almost as though you're saying,
I'm going back up here.
I'm
Closed
hiding
and
information
negative.
from you. But you know what? You always want to stand tall, put the shoulders back, and you never want to walk in hurriedly. When people walk hurriedly, think of people at an airport walking real fast. They always look disheveled and not prepared. So as much as you can, just try to have a leisurely walk in there and have a good proper handshake. Make sure that you have good eye contact with that person. It's about 70% of the time that you're talking with someone that you really lay good eyes on that person.
What if someone is in a job interview? We've talked about this on the show before. You know, phones are my pet peeve in any
Oh, yeah.
scenario. What if someone were interviewing for a job and they just casually sort of looked at their phone,
No.
thinking they were being so super sly like that?
No.
Like,
That's
how
a
long have I
no-no,
been
right?
sitting
I
here?
think people who have sense, I know it sounds a little silly, but people who have sense should absolutely know better than to even think about it, they should make sure the phone is turned off, that there is no way that someone else could reach them while they're there during that interview.
So the phone's absolutely
Never.
off the table.
Never.
in
Yes,
any
never,
scenario.
never,
Now,
never.
obviously, we were overplaying this. I
Yeah.
gave you a
Right.
limp handshake. I sat back.
I came in as a hot mess.
You
Yes.
were a total mess. But those are sort of common sense things to me.
Right.
But what are some of the most common other mistakes that people
That
may
people do,
unknowingly make? Yeah.
Fidgeting too much with their clothing, not dressing properly, fidgeting too much, arranging a tie, pulling things off their clothing. All of these are displacement gestures that make you look very uncomfortable in front of other people. Twirling your hair too much, because hair movement and playing with it is a sign of courtship, so you never want to give that message off when you're
Not in a
being
job
interviewed.
interview.
You know, people go like this, and that is almost too much. I mean, this is the time to sell your wares and sell your knowledge, and sometimes if you're too frivolous, I don't think that your knowledge comes across to other people.
What do you do to like closing the interview? I mean, do you wait for the interviewer to close it, or
Yes.
If the conversation
all of the
starts-
things that you do during the interview, you must make sure that you pace yourself with the interviewer. And also, you have to be aware of that interviewer's body language so that you don't talk until they almost are finished with the sentence and they maybe nod at you, because 2 nods are in agreement, 3 nods are that I want you to shut up. So if
Yeah.
someone's listening to you and they're going 1, 2, that's pretty okay. But always take.
Oh, that's a good rule of thumb.
Oh yeah.
3
so,
nods.
So one
3
nod
yeah,
is
3 nods
okay.
is like you need
2
to
is
shut
like
up.
wrap it up.
Yeah, you need to shut up because I want to talk now is what it says.
Got it.
So always take the lead of that interviewer. I would never just blurt out information. Make sure that you listen to the questions really carefully and with thought. Put some response to them. And also, when you are ready to leave, make sure that you leave in a positive light. You have to thank that interview for their time.
Yeah,
But you
thanks, Sam.
also have to let them know that you are sincerely interested in the job and that you feel that you will be a huge asset to that company.
Okay, Jan Hargrave, hold that thought, because this was a job interview scenario. Jan's going to stick with us, so after the break, we're going to go through some more body language do's and don'ts when it comes to social situations. So stay right there. We'll be right back. Cool.